Why does President Trump so much like Pakistan? And why is Pakistan also seemingly in so much love with President Trump? This is what we shall be talking about in this edition of On Point. Sure, Pakistan can get a lot like bailout, helping its economy and everything. But beyond, or rather below, or rather around everything, is that word crypto. We are all discussing about it. But you know how it will play out? Let me explain what's going to happen. But first, let's get some facts here. Trump has advised Pakistan to use crypto big time, and in record speed, Islamabad has responded by signing a deal with World Liberty Financial. It's a firm that's a finance company 60% owned by the Trump family to boost blockchain technology. Pakistan has gone ahead and has set up a crypto council. In that crypto council, a Chinese company, Binance, also sits. But more than that, Pakistan has also issued a virtual assets regulatory authority ordinance establishing an independent regulator for virtual assets. In other words, it has taken out the entire remit of crypto from out of the control of the financial regulators. Now, what does Pakistan gain from the deal? Remember, as a failed state, this state is getting poor, but its rulers are not getting poor. But their problem so far had been that they were getting their earnings in US dollar and parking it in some or the other tax havens anywhere in the world, from Switzerland to the Bahamas to the Cayman Islands, lots of places. The problem is all of these tax havens, the money is becoming more and more clear. The linkage in the banking system is becoming clear with what is called the Financial Action Task Force. That's an irritant, that's a huge problem. What is the remedy that Trump has offered them? And I'm saying this with absolute authority. What Trump has floated through World Liberty Financial is a stablecoin. He has backed it up with the Genius Act. The effect of both is doing what? It is making the stablecoin issued by World Liberty Financial, the cryptocurrency, the preferred cryptocurrency of the world, because it is also backed 1-to-1 with the US dollar. So that means every unit of the stablecoin has got a $1 value with the US dollar. Substantial. So now what happens? Stablecoins, the form of cryptocurrency, have become legitimate in Pakistan. That the State Bank of Pakistan is saying it is still not legitimate, that's a story that we'll come to just in a minute. But already the Pakistan government has created the platform for stablecoins to be legitimate. If stablecoins are legal in Pakistan, then what happens to the big guys there? They can use the money that they earn to buy stablecoin. What is in it for them? They don't need to go to any bank whatsoever. All that money can be denoted in stablecoin and stay as stablecoin. And they don't even need, and that's a very important thing, they don't even need to inform anybody else. That is, the risk of exposure is nil. What's more, because they have their hold in stablecoin, whereas the Pakistan economy with the State Bank of Pakistan has said that crypto is not yet legitimate because the Financial Action Task Force, the global organization of countries which monitors financial flows, illicit flows, that says cryptocurrency is still not valid. So what happens is a clear firewall has been created between those who are earning their money in stablecoin and the rest of the Pakistani Janta. they will be working with the Pakistani rupee. What's the advantage? As the IMF comes, the IMF doesn't have to wrestle between whether the stable coins are legitimate or not. It simply has to look at what's happening in the economy that is denoted by under the State Bank of Pakistan, the Central Bank of Pakistan. That economy stays clean. The value of the rupee keeps on going down, the Pakistani rupee. Everybody becomes poorer. But those who hold the stable coins, they suffer no risk because their money is valued against the US dollar and the US dollar is not appreciating. So it's a great game. Not only that, something much more happens. Pakistan, as the purveyor of stable coin, where the World Liberty Financial is issuing the biggest amount of stable coins, can now invite anyone in the world with slush money to offer legitimate stablecoin. Remember, this is a very big thing. It actually undercuts all the tax havens. It gives a powerful support to the stablecoin economy of Pakistan. Just imagine a terrorist is handed stablecoin to buy US arms. No chain goes through the banking system. No invitation from the FATF to look into anything. Nothing of the sort happens. So the Pakistani banking system is safe. The ordinary individuals are safe. If poorer, Pakistan has been able to invite, as I said, anybody with money that they want laundered under the regime of stablecoin. And within Pakistan, anybody who wants to be part of this gravy train will now have to support the government because they will be part of the stablecoin economy. So where can there be an opposition? No way. It will be a very stable system. Now, if you think it's a problem, then let me give an example from the casino. If you go to casino, if I go to a casino, I pay currency and then I get chips. And with those chips, I play in the house. With my earnings, legitimate earnings there, I take that money out and convert it back into currency. Supposing there are so many casinos, each casino uses a chip. Supposing all casinos use the same chip. And even more, those chips are used by quite a few merchants outside the casino. Then would you convert the chips back to dollars or to pound or to yen? No way. This is what is going to happen with the stable coin. With these stable coins that these guys are getting, they will have the ability to buy things that they need. It will not be large. For instance, Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have signed a defense pact. You can expect more oil to be sold by Saudi Arabia, but that will not be against Bitcoin. Or if some country is buying garments from Pakistan, those will not be in Bitcoin. So as I say, the rest of the economy will continue to be as it is. The profits from these businesses will be in stablecoin, the crypto hoard. And the crypto hoard therefore gives a wonderful opportunity. But you could ask that why would Trump do this thing? What does he get out of it? Well, actually, he gets the most. For instance, he gets a huge global issuer of crypto of the type that he wants. There are lots of varieties of crypto across the world. Remember, crypto is not yet standardized. One variety of that is stablecoin. But even within stablecoin, it's not that only one company is issuing it. But supposing the World Liberty Financial, the firm largely held by the Trump family, starts issuing stablecoin, which is the preferred money for people who have got something to hide. And it goes through it goes through a governance system, it goes through a country which is giving it the position to be able to launder that money. The big advantage for President Trump, all of this is happening outside the pale of the US Securities and Exchange Commission, because it's not happening on US shores. It's also the US Fed is not involved because no dollars is being involved. Dollar is being used to peg, but dollar is not entering the currency. No banking system is being compromised. But a giant money laundering machine has come into play. Already in September 22, the World Liberty Financial made a profit, a notional profit obviously, of about $5 billion through the issue of stablecoin. This is a game that is going to be a very powerful game, that Pakistan, as the center not just of terrorism, but as the center of financial laundering, is becoming for the world. And that's where we shall end with this edition of On Point.